Okay, so here's my first pass at cable management for this whole project. So I put on the cranks, the Lecky Bling Ring or whatever it's called, and let me see, I routed, or routed as you would say in Ireland, the cabling and sort of double fold it and put with some zip ties to hold it in place. What else? So one thing I've done differently to what I've seen most people do with their e-bike conversions is I took all my cables and I wrapped them around the handlebars, or sorry, not handlebars, frame, tubular frame. Reason I did that was because, well, you have cables and you have a circular tube, so how are you going to make that tidy? This is the tidiest I could come up with, but what I've seen most people do is sort of wrap all their cables together, zip tie them, and then bundle them under here in like a little barrel of cable and secure them to the frame with more zip ties, which to my mind seems really messy. This seems tidier, and plus it's going to afford me the ability to easily disconnect and troubleshoot and disconnect the battery. That's that red and black cable here, but this is the master harness loom or whatever you'd call it for the controls up top and the sensors. This two white arrows cable here. So I wanted easy access to that in case anything goes wrong. So that's what I've done. I've routed it up the frame here, and you can see then it gets a little messy at the top, and as it breaks off into its four different two brakes, throttle, and what's the other thing? Oh yeah, the controller. This cable for this guy, and for the so that's it. That's my first pass at tidying it all up. And for some reason it's pissing rain here tonight in San Francisco, so I don't know how the weather's going to be tomorrow, but try and take it for a test ride tomorrow. But this is the first pass. This loose cable down here is for the headlight that came with the Bafang kit. And right now, I don't see the headlight. This place is a mess. I think it might be in that box. Otherwise, I'll just have to zip tie it out of the way for the moment. I'm not even interested in a headlight for this bike right now. I'm not going to be riding it at night. At least I don't think so. So that's everything. That's the latest update. Seems to be working. I did try the motor earlier on. But like I say, I might be cutting off all these cable ties and trying to make it even tidier, or maybe I'll discover why everyone wraps their wiring in down here and why what I've done is a mistake when I take it for a test ride. But I made sure to keep all the wiring clear of the cranks, and on that side can't see any wiring there until you lean over a little bit. So yeah, all good, pretty happy with it so far, but obviously test riding, and probably will have to adjust the gears, because when I fitted the gear sensor, that's this thing here, you have to chop the cable and then put this in the middle, and then it continues to the derailleur. So that's meant that this has changed its configuration a little bit, the rear derailleur, as has its tension, because this used to be a 28 tooth chain ring. It's now 46. Yeah, so these gears are probably going to need a bit of adjusting too. So that's tomorrow's task: adjust gears, test ride, final fitment kind of stuff, and then obviously really checking out whether my cable management is working or whether I've done something wrong. Alright, that's it for now.